Hey, what is up guys? Guitarok here, welcome back to another Brown Dust video. Alright, so we have the new update currently going on. So Easter event, so make sure to do this. I'm not too sure what you need to do, but basically you have to collect the egg pieces. Alright, so you can exchange for some gold, horseshoes and upgrade potions later on, but for now you want to work on collecting the red, blue and yellow eggs. So the instructions are right here. So apparently if you win in campaign, there's 3 pieces, Rune Temple 5 pieces, Arena and Novice Arena 10 pieces, and Event Dungeon 3 pieces. Very interesting, so make sure to do those relevant game modes. Alright, so login special event, basically you're getting a bunch of red slimes, horseshoes, some diamonds and Merc ticket on April 21st, so make sure to log in especially on that day, and the other days you're getting a bunch of horseshoes and diamonds. Alright, so this one will kick in as well, so cost for enchanting runes are 30% off. Alright, so we're gonna check out the new mercenary. Let's go. Alright, so the first one is Lecliss. So we did check out, I did make a video about her, that she has a new taunt mechanic, but I didn't mention about anything about stats because she wasn't released yet. So now we can have a look. Let's have a look. So 4,850 HP. Wow, that is actually quite high for a defender. She definitely has more base HP than Ser at 3,800. So hers is at 4,800, 1k more HP. So keep in mind, I'm going to like compare a lot of defenders to Ser because she's like the pinnacle of the defender right now. So yeah, it's sort of pretty balanced. You get 1,000 extra health, but at the same time you get 0% defense. So Ser still has the 10% defense for the base stats. So you can easily increase defense with shield runes, but let's have a look at the skills again and then we will understand better whether or not it's worth it to go for it. So she gets this skill. It's a very interesting skill when she's on the, what they want to call it, taunt status. All the incoming damage will be reduced by 25%. So that is a lot. Apparently that increases 35, 45. That is insane. So that's going to help out a lot in negating some of the damage received. So at +3, you get to unlock the curse counter. So keep in mind this will only apply after she attacks. So yeah, after she attacks, she will have this reflective counter, basically lasts for 8 turns. Whenever she is hit, the opponents will get the stats reduced by 40%. It goes up 60%, 80%. What? That is the highest I've ever seen. 80%, that's insane. So most of the other stats weakening reflective counter is up to 65% if I'm not mistaken. So hers goes up to 80%, man. Wow. That is the highest stats weakening I've ever seen. Alright, so that is actually very cool. The 80% reduction. That might be usable in some campaign modes, like you can reduce if the boss is not immune to stats weakening. Some boss are, but some boss they are just immune to attack interference. So you might be able to take advantage of this skill right here. So force the boss to like hit her and boom, reduce all the stats by 80%. That is going to affect a lot of strategy if you have her, that is. So I do like that she's immune to attack interference, so that means she won't be silenced, she won't be stunned, frozen and things like that. Alright, let's have a look. At +6, this goes up to 65%. So from 45% to 65%. That is a lot of minus incoming damage. That is a lot. Like, ho, that is a lot. Man, that is insane. She's going to be able to negate lots of damage, except for fixed damage though. Which is why I think Seto is still one of the best pick if you want to like counter a lot of meta heroes. I'm not sure if she's going to be meta or not, but definitely what I'm looking at right now, most people will struggle to get rid of her. Just like those Foxies and Sigmunds, minus 65%, that's going to be annoying. Alright, so what does this do at the end? 20, 50%? 75% reflection. Oh, so it increases to 100% reflection. So that is a lot of reflect at the end. If you are able to get the opponent to hit you, it's going to reflect 100% of the damage. Insane, man. Reminds me of Jin a little bit, so she's like a semi-Jin in a way, you know, like, of course, they are both very different, but she does have the curse counter as well, so even if the opponent doesn't die, at least they will get affected by this minus 80% stats weakening. Insane, man. Alright, so what do you get at plus 9? So remove state enhancement skill type, enhancement nullifier, at plus 9. So that's a bonus to have, and of course at plus 10 you go up to 150% reflection. Yeah. Alright, so that's kind of cool. I don't think it's 100% necessary for you to get the 150% reflection. I think that's overkill. 100% reflection should be more than enough. Like, I can't imagine if a Lecliss actually hits her. Will she be able to reflect all the damage that Lecliss deal and just, like, you know, kill the Lecliss instead? Like, that could be an interesting testing. That could make her like extremely viable if she can actually counter Lecliss, because most top teams have Lecliss. So you wanna like try and reflect part of the damage if she's at this taunt status. This is called the dangerous status. So if she is at this dangerous status, she might be actually very strong. Alright, so in terms of skill books, definitely worth it to spend on her. I would say plus 6 is where she really shines, because this minus 65% incoming damage is going to help her tank a lot of damage. So in terms of runes, she does have this ability to heal her max HP by 20%. So that is really cool, like it's going to be really useful. So I'm guessing you want to go for like 1 vital and 1 shield. Do keep in mind that despite her having the minus percentage of incoming damage, certain units like Mamone will be able to pierce through the barrier. But overall, she's pretty good. I can see her being very solid right here in the meta currently. Alright, so next up, let's have a look at Adwin. So what is Adwin all about? Very interesting stats. 3.4k HP, 10% defense. So that is a pretty tanky stats if you ask me. Yeah, let's see what is he all about. Okay, so attacks oneself when there are no allies in the same line. Puppet Show Stigma attack their allies. Oh. Wow, this is a new mechanic as well. What? This is so broken. Alright, so Stigma is different from Charm, right? So Charm sort of does the same thing, but if the opponent are immune to attack interference, they won't be able to receive Charm. So Stigma can still affect them, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't think the attack interference will affect Stigma. So Stigma is kind of a broken thing actually. This means that Adwin is going to be so good in a lot of PvE contents as well. PvE, Evil Castle, and PvP for sure. Right, so you can see this is a very broken skill. I don't like how it's healing though. I wish it would like, you know, like maybe reset the duration for this Stigma so that it lasts longer. Alright, let's have a look at the other skills. Another curse, similar to Lecliss one, very cool. So regeneration barrier, max HP every turn times 10% healing. Alright, 50 turns, very cool. This is a very cool skill to have, similar to Sigmund's one. And unable to receive healing skill type. Very cool, so this makes it last longer. Plus 12, plus 18, plus 24. Okay. And then 45%, 55, 65. Alright, it doesn't go to 80% like Lecliss one. 65. Wait, what does it do again? 18 turns, 12 to 18 turns. Okay. So this one goes up even more. That's crazy. 40% minus 50%. It's going to make him extremely tanky. What the heck? This guy is so strong. Okay, so if you're looking for a decent magician in all the game modes, I do think that Adwin is a very strong one to have. Pretty sure Stigma is not affected by attack interference. Okay, so the last unit we're going to have a look at is Serubia. Alright, very interesting. 12 years old. Alright, she's 12 years old. I wouldn't have guessed it. She looks more like a 17 to me, but okay. So what is Serubia all about? So look at this. 20% boost crit damage. Changes attack target to the front. Oh, wow. Another new supporter that defies the mechanic. She's able to modify the attack range. Very cool. Okay, so let's have a look. How about this? 10% reduces incoming damage, 20% boost attack, and immune to stats weakening. Alright, so at +1, you increase this to 15%, 20%, and then removes DOT. 35%, that's a lot of crit damage. 35, 50%. Okay, she's like a mini Veronia. Definitely very cool. So 4-star Veronia, definitely. Veronia has the similar role, like basically she provides lots of buffs, but to only one single target, which is what makes her very unique. 40%, 50%, 50% and 15% crit rate. Alright, so very cool. But Veronia is tanky though. For her, she has 0% defense, 0% agility. She has like 0% everything. Like, what? So she's definitely not going to last. Her buffs only last for 6 turns, so that might be a problem depending on how you look at it. Let's have a look at Veronia again. Yeah, it's pretty similar actually. Crit damage, attack. Veronia does make the allies immune to debuff though, so that's a thing. It makes them slightly tankier, and Veronia is able to tank some hits, unlike her, but I don't think she will shine that much. Changes the tile to front. I'm not sure how good that is. You want to modify certain skills, maybe on certain magicians, but I'm not sure if it's usable in the arena. Maybe in Novice Arena, some people might want to use some cheese strat with her, but otherwise I don't think she's that good in the PvP. But you could definitely make her work for sure. Let me think, who can you do? If you have Christina, maybe you can change the tile to front, make her hit 3 units from the front. If you have Christina but you don't have Adwin, you know, something like that. Could be used in a lot of situations for sure, but because most people place their defenders in the front anyway, so not sure how useful or viable is that. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys are going to pull for any of these new units, Lecliss, Adwin, or Serubia. I do think all 3 of them are pretty solid. Lecliss and Adwin, they are going to shine for sure in the arena. I'm pretty sure some teams, some composition are going to benefit from them. I will try to pull for them once I have obtained a bunch of scrolls, but for now I'm just gonna hold back from spending my diamonds for a bit. As always, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.